Have you ever had a moment when life finally quiets down and there's no chaos, no crisis, it's peaceful, and you start to feel uneasy? Maybe you notice yourself getting restless, waiting for something bad to happen, or thinking, this calm won't last. If that sounds familiar, you're certainly not alone. For many trauma survivors, peace can feel foreign, even threatening, because for so long our bodies learned to find safety in predictable chaos. When things were calm, something painful usually followed. So even now, when calm appears, our nervous system doesn't see it as rest. It sees it as danger. And so, without realizing it, we brace ourselves. We tighten our shoulders, we hold our breath, or even create new problems just to feel in control again. But here's the truth: calm isn't danger, it's healing. And learning to feel safe and peace is one of the most powerful steps you can take in your trauma recovery journey. Hi, I'm Janine Naus, a grief and trauma relief specialist, and in today's Healing Step session, we're going to talk about what happens inside your body when calm feels uncomfortable and how you can begin retraining your nervous system to trust peace once again. Because you deserve to feel safe, not just when you're surviving, but when you're living. Let's take a slow, steady breath together, in through the nose and then gently out through your mouth. Now let's explore why calm can feel so uneasy and what it really means when peace feels uncomfortable. When you've lived through in survival mode for a long time, your body starts to believe that being on alert is the only way to stay safe. And your nervous system adapts. It learns that danger is predictable, that tension is familiar, and that rest can't be trusted. So even when life becomes calm, your body doesn't always recognize it as peace. It recognizes it as unknown. And to trauma survivor, the unknown feels dangerous. That's why when everything quiets down, you might suddenly feel restless, uneasy, or even guilty for relaxing. And you might catch yourself thinking, I should be doing something. Or your mind starts racing, searching for a problem to solve. And that's not you being dramatic. That's your nervous system trying to reestablish what's familiar: chaos. Because for a long time, chaos meant survival. It meant I'm still here, I can still respond, I can still protect myself. So when peace finally shows up, your body isn't sure what to do with it, and it doesn't feel safe doing nothing. So here's the beautiful truth: the fact that calm feels uncomfortable doesn't mean you're broken. It means your body is still protecting you. It's just using an old map for a new world. And once you understand that, you can start to retrain your body to respond differently, to let calm feel safe again. Can you think of a time when life got quiet and you felt uneasy, almost like you were waiting for something to go wrong? If you feel free to, place a comment in the comments about that. So, if so, I'd like for you to go ahead and take a deep breath. You're not alone in that feeling. It's a sign that your body is ready to learn a new way of being, one rooted not in fear, but in trust. And I know that firsthand because I used to feel exactly the same way. Let me share a personal story with you, a moment in my own life when calm felt anything but safe, and how I began to shift that pattern. There was a time in my life when I truly didn't know how to rest. Even after things finally began to settle, when I had no crisis to manage, no deadline to chase, no one demanding my attention, I felt this strange sense tension inside, and like I was waiting for something bad to happen. I remember waking up one morning, sitting on my couch with a cup of coffee and feeling anxious because everything was too quiet. My body didn't know what peace felt like. And for years, my nervous system had been trained to expect stress. I lived through trauma, high pressure environments, constant responsibility, and without realizing it, chaos had become my normal. So when that noise was gone, it didn't feel safe. It felt empty. And that emptiness, it really scared me. So, like many trauma survivors, I filled it with work, with distractions, with doing instead of being. Because as long as I was busy, I didn't have to feel the discomfort of stillness. It took me a long time to realize that my body wasn't sabotaging me, it was just trying to protect me. But I was living in a constant state of on guard, even when the danger had passed. And that realization became a turning point. I started to see that calm wasn't something to fear, it was something to practice. A new language my body had to learn one breath at a time. There were moments when it still felt strange, even years into my healing journey. But that compassion, patience, and gentle awareness, I began to see calm as not the absence of safety, but the evidence of it. And that shift from fear to trust changed everything. I want you to take a moment and think about this for yourself. Have you ever mistaken calm for being something or for something being wrong? Just notice that. Don't judge it, simply acknowledge it. See, awareness is where your body begins to learn that safety is possible again. And now that we've opened that awareness together, let's explore what safety really means and how you can begin to feel safe even when things are quiet. So here's something I've learned, both personally and through my work with trauma survivors. Safety isn't the absence of discomfort, it's the presence of trust. It's not about eliminating every moment of anxiety or uncertainty. It's about reminding my body, your body, I'm okay right now. And for most of us, after trauma, safety became linked to control, being able to predict, manage, or prevent pain. So when we can't control everything, even if life is calm, it can trigger that old fear response. Something's coming and I need to be ready. But the truth is, your body can learn that calm isn't the enemy. Calm is what happens when your nervous system finally feels safe enough to rest. And rest doesn't mean weakness, it means restoration. It means your body is starting to trust you again. Trust that you're listening. Trust that it no longer needs to stay on high alert to protect you. You see, peace isn't about silence or stillness, it's about stability. It's the space where you can finally breathe without bracing for impact. So I want you to check in with yourself right now. What does safety feel like in your body? Not in your mind, but physically. Does it feel soft, tight, numb, warm? Whatever you notice, that's where your awareness begins. Feel free to pop your response in the chat. And because once you notice what safety feels like or what it doesn't, you can begin to create it intentionally. And that's what I want to help you experience next. A simple, gentle practice I call the safety and stillness practice. It will help your body remember that peace can feel safe again. So let's do this together right now. It's gentle and it's something that's gentle and you don't need to change anything, fix anything, or force calm to happen. We're simply going to invite your body into a state of safety at its own pace. If it feels comfortable, place one hand over your heart and the other on your belly and notice the warmth of your hand, the rise and fall of your breath. You don't have to breathe in any special way. Just simply notice what's happening. Now take a slow, steady breath in through your nose and let it go gently through your mouth. Now let's do that again. Breathe in slowly and exhale softly, releasing any tension you don't need to carry right now. You're safe in this moment. Now quietly say to yourself, or either in your mind or even out loud, it's safe to be still. It's safe to rest. Calm is not danger, it's healing. Let's do that again. Breathe in slowly and then exhale softly, releasing any tension you don't need to carry right now. You're safe in this moment. Now quietly say to yourself, either in your mind or out loud, it's safe to be still. It's safe to rest. Notice how your body responds. Maybe your shoulders drop a little. Maybe you feel your breath move deeper, or maybe you feel nothing at all. And that's okay too. Your body might need time to trust that peace doesn't mean threat. This is practice, not performance. So each time you come back to this moment, this breath, this awareness, you're helping your nervous system learn that calm to be safe. You're building a new relationship with your body, one based on trust instead of fear. So the next time you notice calm feeling uncomfortable, try placing your hand on your heart again and whispering, "It's okay. I'm safe now." It may seem small, but this is how your body learns peace, one quiet moment at a time. And now that you've practiced stillness, let's anchor what you've just felt through reflection and journaling. Now that we've experienced what stillness can feel like in the body, I want to invite you to take a few minutes to reflect. See, journaling is one of the most powerful tools we have for awareness and integration because it helps you put language to what your body already knows. Here's your journaling prompt for today. What does calm feel like in my body? And what would it mean for me to feel safe in it? Now, let me say that again slowly so you can write it down. What does calm feel like in my body? And what would it mean for me to feel safe in it? You might notice sensations such as warmth, tightness, resistance, or maybe even nothing at all. All of it is information, not judgment. The goal isn't to fix what you find, it's simply to notice it. Because when you notice, you begin to reconnect. And that awareness, that simple act of observing yourself without criticism, is what begins to heal your relationship with peace. As you write, remember, you're not trying to make calm happen. You're simply allowing yourself to become familiar with it, to learn its rhythm, its energy, and eventually its safety. This is how we begin to trust the stillness. So if today's session resonated with you, if you recognized yourself in that feeling of unease when life finally gets quiet, I want you to know something important. You're not alone in that. And it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It just simply means your body is asking for support, for safety, and for space to learn a new way of being. That's exactly why I offer the Healing Clarity session. It's a free 30-minute heart-centered conversation designed to meet you where you are. And then during this private session, we'll identify one area of your life where calm feels uncomfortable or unsafe, uncover what your body or your beliefs might still be holding on to from your past experiences, and then discover one gentle, practical step to help you begin feeling safe and peace again, and without rushing or forcing anything. This isn't a pressured call or a sales pitch. It's just simply a safe space for reflection, understanding, and clarity. So you can begin to understand what's really happening beneath the surface and take your next step forward with confidence and care. You can schedule your free session using the link below. See, healing doesn't begin with giant leaps. It begins with one small, courageous yes. And this call might be yours. So when you're ready, click the link, reserve your spot, and let's take that next healing step together. And before we close today's session, I want to leave you with one final reminder, something to carry with you as you move through your week. Healing doesn't always feel peaceful at first. Sometimes calm feels foreign because your body is still learning that peace can exist without fear. So if calm feels uncomfortable right now, that's okay. It's not a setback. It's a sign that you're expanding into something new. And each time you pause, breathe, or allow yourself to rest, you're retraining your nervous system to understand that safety can exist even in stillness. Peace doesn't mean everything's perfect. It means you're finally safe enough to stop racing for what's next. So if today's message touched your heart and you're watching this on YouTube, or if you like easy access to all of my healing step sessions beyond Facebook's 30-day limit, head over to my channel at youtube.com/@Janine Naus and subscribe. You'll find an entire library of videos designed to support your healing at your own pace. And if the session spoke to you, I recommend watching my video, Healing the Hidden Wounds, How Trauma Shapes Your Relationships Without You Realizing It. It's a powerful follow-up to today's conversation, exploring how your past experiences might affect how you connect with others, even when life feels calm. And you can watch it right here. You just click the link. I'll put that in the link below. And don't forget that my next Facebook Live, it's going to be called Healing at the Edges: How Subtle Shifts Show You're Growing, even when you can't see it yet. It's all about recognizing the quiet progress that happens when you think nothing is changing, but healing is already unfolding. So make sure you subscribe on YouTube and follow me inside the Bridge to Healing community on Facebook so you don't miss it. And as you move into your week, remember this: your healing doesn't happen in chaos. It happens in the quiet moments when you choose to breathe, listen, and trust that peace is no longer a threat. It's a home you're learning to return to. Thank you for joining me today.